Today, I'm going to be carving a big eye on this piece of cottonwood bark. You know, I need to practice my eyes, so I figure I might as well film and we'll all learn from my mistakes. So we're going to make it bigger because it's easier to see on camera, right? If I carve little tiny eyes, it's hard to show what I'm doing. So this one's going to be bigger. Just a silly big eye. But first of all, I'm going to eat my Whopper. It is Whopper Wednesday. And drink some coffee. Actually, it's steep tea today. Okay, so the big thing about eyes is eyes come in all different shapes and sizes, and there's all different sorts of ways to carve them. I think there's a best way, and I'm going to try and do that today for this. This is for the beginner too, because when it comes to eyes, I am a beginner. I got 4 pens here, so let's see which one will work the best. So what we're going to do is we're going to pretend there's a nose right here. So there would be an eye on this side and an eye on this side. Okay, so let's put our center line in. It's always good to remember your center lines, everybody. So our bridge of our nose will be here. Okay, and our eyebrows right here. So what I want to do is carve this. I don't have that much depth. I got about an inch and a quarter tops on this. So you guys can see, so there's going to be an eye here, but we're only going to carve this eye today. Or no, we're going to carve this eye today, this side. This is the one I always struggle with, so this is the side we're going to do. So what I'm going to do is just remove some of this, take this wood a bit lower down here, maybe to like that deep. I am running the Dremel 4000 with a Fordham foot control. It's just basically on and off. This, I'm going to be using a Kutzall Extreme Flame Burr just to do some of the bulking out. But my problem with eyes is I'm always in a rush. Jordy, there's no rush. The more time that you take on your eyes and try, like, we want to make this eye round. That's how you make the best eye, is making it look round. Like a flat eye, you can still see its eye. But if it's round, you know, like half a golf ball there or a quarter of a golf ball sticking out of the wood, that's what's going to make your eye look more realistic. So here's the Kutzall burr I'm going to use. This is a Kutzall Extreme Flame Burr. This is a super aggressive burr. If you want to get the Kutzalls, just go to the description below. It'll take you to the Kutzall site. Okay. So I'm going to remove some of this wood on both sides just to get the nose to stick off a bit higher and push it down a bit, the eye. Pushing it down, pushing it back means carving it deeper. Okay, so my plans kind of changed. I was going to carve a big eye, but this is going to be the eye and this is going to be the other eye. So let's see if this blue pen works. So, how much depth do I have left in here? What I do for when I do my normal eyes, I put a dot here and a dot there. Okay, so we got 2 dots there, right? So they're equal. This one might be a little bit higher. Let's see. A bit lower. So you just kind of, there is great tutorials on YouTube how to carve eyes. Lots of them are whittlers though. Kevin at Sticks and Stones is good at carving eyes. So what I want to do inside here, I want to make this round. Like I said, I want to make this a golf ball inside here, all right? So what I'm going to do is carve on the edges, and I'm just going to carve on the outside. I should probably switch to a less aggressive burr, but let's see how this goes. And, well, let's just see how it goes. Like, I'm not carving 2 eyes, so if they're not equal, that's fine. I'm just going to concentrate on, oh yeah, this eye. So you can see we got the ball in there. Now I'm going to remove the wood on the outside of it. Just feather it out nice and slowly. So this sticks off the highest, but don't forget you got your cheekbones here. That's a whole different, it all connects. Oops. Just smooth it all out from the eye. This is where you can give them like different shaped eyebrows. You know, you can curve it here, make it more aggressive. Okay, so there's our two those are going to be our pupils. Oh, those are going to be our complete eyes. You see how the wood hair is feathered away? Okay, so I'm going to switch to a less aggressive burr. I got the, where is it? Let me find it and I'll be right back. Okay, so I believe this is the Kutzall taper burr. It's the gold one. You could also use a diamond burr. I just suggest to use something not very aggressive, and this is when you really take your time to make them look round inside here, like kind of like footballs, but not like footballs. So I'm going to slowly go along and make the edges of this round. You see how I'm fighting with this eye more than this eye? You know, they're not perfectly round, but they're round enough. So this is where, so this is your whole eye part, right? Now you need your eyelids and your bottom eyelids. Your top eyelids, I don't really want to use this blue pen. I don't know how well you guys are going to see this pencil. So what I'm going to do is draw my dots back on here again. I can see this. I can see that the more perfect that you set them, the better they're going to look. Okay? If they're set perfect. Unless you're trying to do expressions, I think. So I want this guy to have squinty eyes, okay? So all I'm going to do is go like this. And then down here. And then like this. Okay, now this is where it's important to try and draw them on the same. If they're not the same, you're just learning. I'm just learning. Who cares? Right? That's what it's about. That's what this channel is about. We're all learning together. So I can see this one is needs to come over here a little bit. So now what I need to do. Okay, so you see them on there? Top eyelid, bottom eyelid, top eyelid, bottom eyelid. I need to find, I've found a special burr that I like doing with this, okay? This is it's a metalworking burr. Okay, it comes in kits like this on Amazon. It's in my store. So don't be confused with, like, these are the aluminum cutting burrs, okay? So look how much smaller this one is. This one, to make sure you're getting the right detail burrs, make sure you get the set that has 20 in the set, because these come with 20, and these ones, the aluminum or metalworking burrs, come with the sets of 10. So once again, make sure your set that's going to look like this in the same package has 20 little burrs, because it's hard to tell from pictures. But you can see this one here. It's not too sharp on the end. It's kind of rounded, and it's just a nice burr. And I'm going to slowly take my time inside here and just take a little bit of this wood away on the inside and try and keep it round on the inside here. See inside there? Top eyelid, bottom eyelid, and just kind of keep it round on the inside of that cut. So this, I've found this burr that works good for me. I should probably actually really be using a diamond burr, because this is when you want to take your time, man. Okay, so like I said, I'm working on this side, because this is, there's always sides you struggle on. I always struggle on the left side. I've tried to set the friggin' light up so you're getting good shadows, and it's harder for me to film this way, but that's okay. So I'm just going to go super light. I always basically run my Dremel at full speed. I just go lighter to the touch. So you can see that one's cut in. Now I'm going to switch to the other side right away before I start rounding it off. Lots of people do flip their pieces upside down because you get a better perspective view. You can see this one's more like a Chinese one. So now I'm going to get this burr. You're going to see me with this dremel. You're going to see me go like this to try and get it in there, right? You're going to see me grab it different ways, move it different ways, spin this piece. And let's just keep running it live. So look how I'm holding it now, so I can get it down tight in there. Sometimes I put two hands on my Dremel to get more control. Like that, just dug in there. Digging deeper into the corners. The deeper that you dig into the corners of the eye, the rounder it looks. I'm having a problem getting in here with this little bit. Okay, so now it's time. It's very important to switch bits. If you're a super pro at eyes and stuff like that, and you can carve them with your eyes closed and carve them with a pencil or a friggin' broom, awesome. I'm not that guy. I'm still learning. I haven't taken enough time yet to really practice them, because the more that you practice, the better you're going to get. Okay, so I've got this little diamond burr on here. It's a flat-faced burr. See that? It's got the flat bottom. You go on Amazon or eBay, and you get different diamond burrs like this. These are the good sets to get, I think. But anyways, so the diamond burrs, this one's a flat face. So now I can slowly run it along. Let's see if we can get some different kind of lighting here for you. I can slowly run it along inside of where I carved in the eye, the pupil itself, and kind of flatten it out and round it out. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see very well, but maybe I can zoom in. Slow down, Jordy. Let the burr do the work. Okay, so now I can see that these eyes are two different shapes. Let me see. This is a whole lighting thing, this video. See how that one goes up, then comes down? I like that look better. But, well, they're both okay. But so do we want to try and fix that? We'd have to carve this one just a little bit up. Is it fixable? Yes, it is. Slow down, Jordy. I gotta tell myself that. I have to tell myself that all the time. Slow down. Let's get some shadows. There we go. There's some pretty nice eyes. They're round. Okay? I think they're perfect for me. So now, well, they're not perfect. They could use some work, but they're good enough for this video to explain to you guys how to do it. I personally think the best people that carve eyes are the ones that use the chisels. So now we need to take a look at this, see what's happening. Now we need to, I'm going to switch back to this burr. Let's see here. What do we got? Well, we got this diamond burr. This diamond burr might burn at the same time. So now we need to highlight the upper eyelid and the bottom one, right? And we also need to highlight inside here too. You don't have to give it pupils if you don't want. Look at all the old, all the old Greek cement statues and stuff like that. Like back when they were made, they did have pupils because they were painted on. But eventually the weather, I don't know if they're painted or whatever, but the weather took off the pupils. So they look like actual real pupils. Now they're just like flat pupils, kind of flat round pupils, just like this. That makes sense to you. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, hopefully this burns a bit. You don't have to do this. Slow down, Jordy. Okay. That's a good screenshot right there, just like this. I'm going to take a photo of that. 3, 2, 1, cheese. 3, 2, 1, cheese. Okay. You could try and get some undercuts underneath those eyelids to get some shadows. So there's that. The problem here I think I might have made the bottom eyelids too big, because I think the top eyelids are a lot bigger, but that's okay. What we're going to do is just kind of carve some wrinkle lines in there. All right, so now we can carve some wrinkle lines down here too, give them age lines. Slow down, Jordy. Okay. See the age lines in there? So pupils. Oh boy. This can make or break your piece. From my experience, the easiest pupils are to make look this way or make look that way. So both going this way or both going that way, or looking up or looking down. The hardest pupils, I think, are to make that look straight ahead. How do I want to do this? I don't care if I screw this piece up, because it's just for a YouTube tutorial. Let's give him some undercut underneath this side of the pupil. You kind of see how that's riding up a bit there? So that cut just kind of screwed everything up, but that's okay. Like I said, the more you take your time with the eyes, the better they're going to look. So we're going to do the pupils like they're facing down. You can hollow them out too, and make them kind of like dished inside there. There's a whole bunch of different ways. Actually, you know what? Does this one fit? Almost fits. I got this diamond burr. It's like a scoop. See that? And it just, well, let's try this. It doesn't matter if we screw it up, because you can go like this with this and carve a round circle there and then put a dot in there for a pupil. But we're going to try this, and we're going to try and burning at the same time. Like I said, we're pretty well done this eye tutorial, I think. How to. It's not a tutorial, it's just me learning too at the same time. But you see, there they are. I think they're pretty good. That last undercut I did there, now I need to clean that off. that cut there. With that, I'd have to put up my other Dremel bit, my other diamond burr bit, and clean that. See that bottom line in there? Right here? Because I did the undercut. Now you got to smooth it out again, but I'm not going to worry about that. So let's see if we can get this in here. Oh, slid it under there and do a burn. Oops. Watch this. See what happens when you're not careful? The whole bottom eyelid fell out. Oops. See? Jordy. Good for breaking shit, that's for sure. Yeah, so now he's googly eyes. That's okay. But there you can see it kind of works. And you can cut on the outside here too. You know, you can do little cuts here to give it an extra little thing. Let's do it. I don't care. Do you care? So let's switch burrs here again. Let's put this sharp point, really fine diamond burr on here. The finer the burr is, the better it's going to burn. Okay, so come on, get in there, you son of a gun. All right, so one day on, one eye on today, one on tomorrow. Okay, so we just got some sandpaper here. You can do your sanding, whatever you want to do. I'm not going to sand it that much. You could put your eyebrow hairs in there. But what I want to do, since this video's, I'm feeling pretty good. Hope you guys are feeling good too. And getting confident with yourself. What I want to do is, might as well carve this guy's cheekbones in, show you. Because like I said, I really don't care if this piece screws up or not. It's just an experiment. That's all it is. Okay, so let's talk about the cheekbones. So you can see there. I'm going to cut. I don't care if I cut through here. Okay, like it doesn't. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of round this off right here. Okay, so the deeper that you cut your faces, the more depth you can get in and more movement, right? So see that? I'm going to cut in there and just kind of round it off, give them cheekbones. I'm going to turn the fan on for this because this is what lots of dust flies everywhere. Okay, Kutzall extreme flame. Okay. So you guys ever hear of that movie, Old Man in the Trees? Yeah, well, that's what this is. His face is totally unscaled, but that's fantasy for you. That is fantasy. So, I was just carving and I just quickly blasted in these trees to make this piece a full, complete piece. Everybody, I hope you just, hopefully this will give you little tips. I shouldn't have really, I started rushing the eyes when I burnt those pupils in with the, that diamond burr, that cone, that reverse cone shape thing, circle thing. But just goes to show you, when you do eyes, take your time. That's how you're going to get the best eyes possible, right? And another thing, have fun. That's the most important part. If you're not having fun, why are you bother doing it, right? Old man in the twin trees. Maybe they'll name a movie after me one day if I ever become famous. Old man in the twin trees. Garden Fusion. Over and out. Shit pants.